Hey everyone, it's Pat from Pat Dever Music. Now, of course, we all want to play as fast as we can. We all just want to be able to build speed and not even think about what you're playing and just have it effortless. So the thoughts in your head can come out on the guitar. I understand. I was that way too, so these are different ideas. So welcome to a video that I call synchronization and speed building. So what the main idea is about is to get both hands to work together. So that this hand is working with this hand, and no matter where they are, they're working together rather than you picking the wrong string, going too far out, all of that good stuff. Now in this video, it's suitable for beginners, intermediate, and advanced because there's 3 different levels. But I'm not going to put times because I want you to watch the whole thing so you understand rather than just jumping in and being like, I don't know what I'm doing here. So this is a great video for beginners, intermediate, and advanced. Now, I still do this every single day. So if you're thinking, do I have to do this for a week or a month? No, every time you pick up the guitar, do these activities, but otherwise, grab your guitar, tune up, let's get started. Now, one of my all-time favorite guitarists, and certainly that's where I learned all of my speed from, is John Petrucci from the band Dream Theater. So this is one of his famous warm-up routines, and I love it. So I thought, hey, maybe you don't know Dream Theater or John Petrucci, so I want to show you. So what you want to do every time you pick up the guitar, it's a great warm-up idea. It's something that he does. He's been touring for decades, and it's something that he still does every time he picks up the guitar. So come all the way up to the 7th fret on the 5th string. Now we're going to be focusing on the inside strings. So what that means is strings 5, 4, 3, and 2. So we're not going to focus on the thick string or the thin string, but you can move it down or move it up if you want. So all the way up on the 7th fret, if your guitar has dots, 3rd, 5th, and 7th. Now just play that. Now make sure when you pick, your hand isn't flying off, it's not going in different directions, it's not going for a walk or a swim or driving down to the shops. Your hand is still close to the strings. Because ultimately when you play fast, this hand doesn't move around a lot. So you don't want it to move around too much. So you pick. Right, great. Once you can do that and it's sounding really cleanly, then put your 2nd finger on the 8th fret of the string below. Pick those 2. Now this isn't going to sound the best musically, it's more of a technique practice. Hold down both strings with your first 2 fingers. Then 3rd finger on the 9th and play those 3. Then pinky on the 10th of the string below that and play those 4. Now again, it doesn't sound the best, but the idea is you're building strength because your fingers are being held in that position. You're synchronizing this hand to this hand, and you're practicing not moving too far out. The next thing that you do, again, you're still holding on. You're not holding on to the point where your hand is cramping, you're getting any elbow pain, any forearm pain, any wrist pain. There should be no pain at all. If you're getting a little bit of, stress in your thumb, try and move everything up 2 frets and do it on the 9th fret, because that way your wrist and your elbow are not at a bit of a funny angle and the frets are a little bit smaller and easier to play. But if you can, try and play on the 7th. So once you can do that, flip your 2nd and 3rd finger, so swap them round. So your 3rd finger is now playing a 9th fret and your 2nd finger is playing an 8th fret. So here's the 2 exercises. Flip. Alright, once you can do that, great. Flip your 1st finger and your pinky. So now it's like an opposite staircase than what we had before. So you're playing the 10th, 9th, 8th, 7th. Once you can get a nice sound from that, flip your inside fingers. Play it again. Alright, that's part 1. Let me show you the whole thing. There's 3 parts. So if you're a beginner, stick to part 1. If you're an intermediate, go to part 2. And if you're more advanced, part 3. So here we go, part 1. Here's the whole thing of what we just did. Alright, here's the intermediate section. It's a little bit harder. Again, you have your 1st finger on the 7th, but every other finger is spread out and moved 1 fret over. So that means no finger is on the 8th fret now. You've just moved over, and you do the same thing. Flip your fingers. Flip your fingers again on the inside. Again, not the best musically sounding, but it's all about building strength and building that connection between your two hands. So all that I've done is I'm on the 7th, 9th, 10th and 11th, flipped the inside fingers, then flipped the outside fingers. And that's the intermediate version. The final thing that we're doing is, again, it's a little bit harder. So if you're just starting this out and think you're an advanced guitarist, you've been playing for a little while, maybe try it on the 9th fret. So you play the 9th fret with your first finger. String down, you're on the 11th with your second. String down, you're on the 12th. And your pinky is on the 14th. So it's a bit of a stretch. So now you've got a stretch between your first and second and between your third and pinky. Again, it's a little bit harder. Flip your middle fingers. Try that. I know it's a little bit tricky. Then flip your outside fingers. Try that. And then flip your inside fingers again. And that's the advanced method. So again, you've got a beginner, an intermediate, or advanced. If one's too hard, scale it back a little bit. If the whole thing is too hard, try and move it up the neck, because it'll get easier the higher you go up the neck. But the idea is that this is a warm-up activity. As soon as you pick up your guitar, you make sure it's in tune, then you do this warm-up activity. And it's just a bit of synchronization. It's just making sure that both hands are working together rather than one fighting the other. But that's it. If you liked this video, please give it a like. It always helps. Comment if you're having trouble or if you've got other suggestions for other people. But otherwise, I'll see you very soon in the next video. Thanks for watching. If you've got any questions or you need some help, hit me up on my socials. I'll see you again very soon. Bye.